Well, this right here I didn't see coming, but shout out to True Emperor's Entertainment for tagging me in this story. Now, if you don't know who this is, the guy on the right, his name is Dan Gasby. He was the former husband to B. Smith, who lost her battle. I want to say it was to cancer. I want to say that's what she passed away from. I can't remember exactly what it was. No, I think she had Alzheimer's. And she passed away tragically. As you know, B. Smith was a pretty legendary, iconic person amongst the black community. She used to be a model. She was very well known for her cooking shows and everything like that. Very beautiful woman who did not deserve what happened to her, mainly at the hands of her husband in her last days. So basically the story is Dan Gasby got with this woman right here. I'm not exactly sure what her name is, but we're gonna find out. Hopefully he got with this woman right here in the picture while he was still married to B. Smith. He did not have the decency to even divorce this woman. He stayed married to her so he could still get her money, so he could take care of himself as well as splurge on this new wife. Well, this new woman that he was with for God knows how long, and what makes this even so bad is that this man had this woman living in the house that he and B. Smith lived in together. Took pictures with her while she was like not in her right state of mind. Like everything this guy did was just grimy, which is why this triple P is very fitting. Well, this woman is now no longer with him because according to him, she done ran off and just took off and he don't know where she's at. She probably not coming back. Let's just be real here. But let's just get into it. Dan Gasby, the husband of legendary entrepreneur B. Smith, made news last year after he announced that he had taken on a girlfriend while his wife was very much alive and struggling with Alzheimer's disease. At the time, MTO News had also received reports that Dan had moved in his girlfriend into the home he shared with B. Smith. After the news broke, Dan received considerable blowback from B. Smith fans, but it made little difference to him. Dan responded to fans by saying that he was happy with his new lady love and had a new lease on life while still hanging on to the other wife that he had that was literally dying right in front of him. Earlier this year, B. Smith passed on, and Dan is speaking out about his girlfriend, Alexandra Lerner, who he says dumped him shortly after B. Smith died. So wait a minute, hold on. So this relationship did not just end. As in, when I say just end, I'm talking about maybe like this week. It says shortly after, which means maybe in a couple of weeks after she passed, or a month or so after. Maybe she left because she realized there's no more benefit of her being there anymore. She probably realized that he's not probably gonna get any more money. Probably rewriting the will or some sort. Or when they found out he did something so grimy, he probably was going to be left with nothing. I hope he was left with nothing, to be quite honest. Dan claims during an in-depth interview with Hampton socialite Gene Sheroff that Alex took off and left him all alone. When asked about Alex, Dan seemed very bitter. And then they say here is some of what he had to say. I'm not going to play it. Who cares what he thinks? I don't know. This is the true definition of full circle karma. You got with this woman knowing you were still married to your wife who was literally dying right before your eyes, moved her in, had her using your wife's things, probably sleeping in your bed that you shared with your wife. Who knows where he was having B. Smith sleep at. And I've heard some stories, I don't know how true they are, that he would treat her any type of way, like she was a rag doll in so many words, while pampering this woman. I feel absolutely nothing for this scumbag. This is B. Smith was an American restaurateur, model, author, businesswoman, and television host. She was one of the most well-respected black entrepreneurs in the world and stunningly gorgeous also. Before she came down with Alzheimer's, B. Smith and Dan were one of the highest profile black high society couples in the world. Hey, that's what he gets. I don't care. Now, I didn't say if she ran off with a bag or not, but it just says that he ran off, and he has the nerve to sit up there and say that he's bitter. Dude, you moved your mistress in and took her on as a girlfriend while still married to your wife, who was not in her best state of mind. Didn't even have the decency to divorce her, but stay married to her because something just tells me he was using her to still collect her money. Who knows what he was doing with the money that was supposed to be going to her medical care? He probably pocketed most of it and just left her with crumbs. Like, this guy is a true scumbag, for real. And that's exactly what he gets. And then when people came at his neck, and rightfully so, for what he was doing, he brushed it off and tried to treat it as if we were wrong for calling it out. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I was a B. Smith fan, but I will say this: what he did was wrong, and it has to be called out. Like, that was childish. Well, you know, he's getting what he deserves in the end, and I hope any person that comes across his way know what type of guy he is, because that was not cool at all. Your wife was dying, and you decide to get with some other woman while still being married to her, and then have her move in, and she's not in her right state of mind, so she doesn't know what's going on. Who knows what, in the time he was with this woman and had her move in, who knows what he was telling B. Smith? He could have told her she was a nurse, that she was a maid, or anything like that, not realizing this was a new sexual partner for him. But like I said, I feel absolutely nothing for him, and I hope that this is just the beginning of his karma.